Good morning, students. We will continue with the chapter The Structure of Atom, lesson number 4. It is part 3rd, video number 13 of class 8 chemistry. Short answer question. First, what name was given by Kannad to the tiny particles that matter is made up of? That is Pramanu. Second, answer the following on the basis of Dalton atomic theory. Are atoms divisible? No. B part, do atoms of the same element have the same weight? Yes.
C part, do atoms of different elements have same weight? No. D part, what are the particles that take part in a chemical reaction? Atoms of an element. Third question, name the particles that constitute cathode rays. Electron. Fourth, what are anode rays made of? Proton. Fifth, give the word equation that led to discovery of neutron. See page number 38. Beryllium. When bombarded with alpha particles, carbon atoms are released and neutrons. Sixth question, what are the relative masses and unit charges of the electron, proton and neutron? Page number 38. Table 4.1. This is answer of question 6. Charges and masses are given in this table. Seventh, who discovered the nucleus? Ernest Rutherford. Eighth, which fundamental particle constitute the nucleus of an atom? Proton. Ninth, the nucleus of an atom of which element does not contain neutrons? Hydrogen. 10th, where are the electrons placed in an atom? Are they stationary? Answer is shells. Electrons are placed in the shells. No, they are not stationary. 11th, what particles will be formed if an electron is transferred from a sodium atom to that of chlorine? Sodium ion.
12th, give the nuclide symbol of sodium with atomic number 11, mass number 23, and phosphorus, atomic number 15, mass number 31. In this way, you will write nuclide symbol for sodium, 11 as subscript and 23 as superscript. Same way, phosphorus, 15 as subscript and 31 as superscript. Long answer question, describe the cathode ray experiment of Sir J.J. Thomson that led him to conclude that cathode rays are made up of negatively charged particles. Cathode ray experiment of Sir J.J. Thomson was performed at low pressure and at very high voltage in a discharge tube. A discharge tube is a long glass tube sealed at two ends with metal plates known as electrode. He concluded that cathode rays are made up of negatively charged particles. He observed when he placed two oppositely charged electric plates around the cathode ray, the cathode ray was deflected away from negatively charged electric plate and bent toward positively charged plate. And this diagram on page number 37 you will draw with this answer. Second long answer, explain how cathode rays and anode rays are produced in a discharge tube. When a high voltage applied across the terminal in a discharge tube with pressure 0.01 to 0.001 mm of mercury, the end of the tube opposite the cathode start glowing. These rays were named as cathode rays. And diagram 4.1 at page number 36 you will draw with this. When cathode rays started from perforated cathode, there was a red glow on the wall opposite the anode. Some rays have travelled in the opposite direction of cathode rays. These rays were named as anode rays. Diagram 4.5 on page number 37, this diagram you will draw with this answer. In this way, cathode rays and anode rays are produced in a discharge tube. Third question, what observation did Rutherford make in the alpha particle scattering experiment? How did he interpret them to arrive at the nuclear model of the atom? See page number 38 and 39. On page number 38 for third answer, observation of Rutherford. First one, most of the alpha particle went straight through the foil up to this, then you will write because the atom is mostly empty. Second point, some of these particles deviated slightly from their path because they were repelled to a small extent by a positive charge. Third point, very few of the particles, the ones at the center, almost retrace their path because they were strongly repelled by a small positively charged body at the center of the atom. Fourth point, Rutherford also theorized that electrons revolve around the nucleus at large distance from it. Second part of the same question. On the basis of theory that electrons revolve around the nucleus at large distances from it, he interpreted them to arrive at the nuclear model of the atom. Some revision questions. How compounds are formed? Second, describe how J.J. Thomson conclude that cathode rays are a stream of particles. Practice short answer, long answer and book exercise. And short answer and long answer you will write down in the notebook. Thank you.